Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to draw a person in an action pose, in a crouching action pose, and we're going to show this from the back. We have done action poses where we have shown the person crouching from the front angle, from the side angle, and we have done like certain particular ones at that. But this one, there's a perspective involved. It might be a little challenging as well when we are talking about perspective, and we will see in a moment what we're trying to imply. So there's like all sorts of contortions going. We have the shoulder set going like this, at least in our choice of this pose today. The shoulder set is going like this, and that is the back. So sharp hunch would also help, but we won't really be able to see the hunch, just like feel it eventually when things come together. And there's the bottom of the torso. Now here we have to imagine that one leg, since we are looking at this from like head on means that the perspective is, let's say, going that way. So if that was a door, we would be seeing the figure going toward it, and the perspective is going like that way. But still, in spite of that, like there's foreshortening in this case. There's the head, hint of the head, the shoulders, and this is a little broader. It's like more toward the viewer, the bottom of the body in this case. The easy way of going about this is let's throw an oval right there, and we have that area for the foot. So the foot is bent at the toes, suggesting the person is like sitting down and resting on this foot. The other foot, we're going to show ever slightly from this angle. Let's put in an oval there and then work with that. And there we have the other foot down. The bottom of the body, like the glutes, are going like that way. So the buttocks are here. And we go upward into the shoulders. Right there, that's the upper back. And from here, we have to again come into the foreshortening, and we have to like curl up the entire leg in front of this foot. So we have to imagine that the leg is stemming like this, going down, knees right here, and there's a hint of the thigh. So sort of like that. As you can see, like this is like it is fairly challenging in our estimate. Let's like thicken that foot actually. It'll like look more accurate, and let's give it a certain like curvature there. Now here on the upper body, we can have a lot of like, we have some options there with the hands. If we do not like move this, if we can move this too, and we'll try that in a second. Here, very characteristic in pop culture would be if we pull the shoulder back. So let's do like rings like that, and look at this how dynamic this will turn out in a second. And we have ourselves a hand that is coming backward, again just like this. Now that hand could be just like one open hand. Let's say that is a hand that is just like open like that, but also it could be a hand that is going to the side, and let's say that it is trying to balance itself. The person is crouching through a tunnel, and we have one of the hands on the wall here. The other hand, in terms of perspective, we'll keep it there, not pull it backward, not pull the entire back, this hemisphere of the back toward us to match this, but we will show this shorter. And look at this. So these sort of poses can be like really instrumental in studying those more expressive, like challenging poses. Sorry, that goes right in. So there's the other hand. We could make it a tad bit larger to match this guy here, a little bit larger, and that would be more accurate. Sorry. So, but we can also have like different options in terms of maybe the hand is just like that and going in there with the hint of the hand just showing like that. That's, I mean, if we want to like show that he's like holding something. So all sorts of things can be done here. Or we can also have the hand, look at this, go up and have it flat out here onto the roof. Fingers like, somewhere here. And that's also an option. Like there's all those different things that we can play around with, as long as we get this core going down. And of course the body type can change, and we can have like the lower torso thinner, this really amped up, but those are like different options that we can play around with. Now there's one other neat thing that we can do. If we even like choose to leave the back as it was, we can also stretch out this leg a little more. Somewhat here, because you have to maintain the perspective. And in that way, we incorporate some of the calf going in and some of the knee, while keeping the foot right where it was, and we have some ankle going there. And that's another option. We can also pull this leg like slightly outward and have a hint showing right there. Curl it up and have the other foot right under the buttocks and positioned somewhat like that way. But of course that doesn't coincide with this. This would have to eventually like go to the front in that case. Front meaning that it would, the buttocks would come into view, and that leg would go forward, because that's the way the body crouches. That's if you want to like interchange the foot positions. But if you maintain just that position that we worked on, I think that is highly recommended. So we will just go out and choose any one of the options so that this is not as messy for good folks to follow. That hand is of course not a fantastic work of anatomy, but that is not really our main challenge here. What our challenge was to get this particular pose going and have that perspective going in terms of, let's give him some slacks. There's the head, and there we see that the person is performing this crouch in a challenging crouch. let's also rectify this a little bit and instead do that. Looks very expressive and can make for a very nice like set off postures. I can even choose to go with that actually. That's even better. So there we have it. Person crouching seen from the back in this particular extreme crouch stance. Please do check out our other videos as well, and we put out content every day, so please subscribe, keep in touch. Thank you for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.